Hello, Mizzou fans. This is Mark Fitzpatrick, Tiger Club Kansas City. It is Tuesday, February 13th. Guest today from 610 Sports, the host of The Drive, Carrington Harrison. Thank you. You're very entertaining
Absolutely.
presentation today.
I appreciate you guys having me. I know I wasn't the first pick today, but you know what? I was the next man up. I was Nick Allegretti. If you're telling me that Vahe was supposed to do it and I got to do it because Vahe couldn't be here, I got all the respect in the world for Vahe. Vahe, if you never met him, is the nicest person you would ever meet. There is not a human being nicer than Vahe.
We know him well, but we love having you. Obviously, what a week. The Chiefs, and you were in Vegas prior to the Super Bowl. Talk about the game, your experience out there.
Yeah, no, Vegas is it is always a great time. So it certainly was a lot of fun. And I mean, this is one of the great Super Bowls that we've ever seen. You know, I mean, we had a chance to see one of the greatest quarterbacks have two drives late to go down the field and tie and then win the game. I mean, those are the situations that you fantasize about as a kid. Like if you're Mahomes has had that scenario for 35, just a long time in his life, just practicing it to see it happen, to see the calm that he played with, poise that he played with. It was really exciting, just as a fan, not even just looking at it as, someone from Kansas City, just as a fan of sport, to watch somebody who's the absolute best at his job execute at the highest moment was really exciting.
It was great. Not to forget about this season, but looking forward to next season. The Chiefs will have some salary decisions to make. Where do you think they'll go with Chris Jones, L'Jarius Sneed?
That's interesting. I mean, we're not that far away. It's crazy because we just ended the season. I mean, the combine is next week. The start of the league year is actually 1 month from today, March 13th. So certainly a lot of decisions. They're going to have to decide what they're going to do with Sneed, what they're going to do with Jones. I don't know what they're going to do. What I would do is I would franchise tag Sneed. I think you got to let Jones walk. I think the cap number is a little bit too big, and I think you got to go in a different direction. But I mean, this could probably be our best chance in our lifetime to ever see a team win 3 straight championships. I think the Chiefs could be better next year than they were this year. I mean, they were 17th in offense this year. We think they're going to improve offensively next year, and with the amount of young pieces they have on defense, this should be a team that once again wins this division, once again plays home playoff games, and should once again have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Did you see this coming after Christmas Day?
I didn't. I did not pick them. It's funny enough, I picked San Francisco to win the Super Bowl like at the very beginning of the postseason. I just thought they were the best team, and it just felt like with Kansas City, hey, you guys had a good year. You won your division, you go on the road, and Buffalo maybe gets you. And then the next week you're thinking, all right, hey, I don't know. Hey, on the road, Baltimore's really good in the regular season. This is where it ends. And, once you saw them go on the road, you can see the momentum. You kind of came to that point in the season where it's like, all right, there's only one game left. One team has Patrick Mahomes. One team has Brock Purdy. I'm not picking the team that has Brock Purdy as their starting quarterback. I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. That obviously was the right side.
Purdy played pretty well.
He did.
Let's talk pitchers and catchers getting ready to report for the Royals. A lot of news today going to come out. It looks like the Royals going to do the Crossroads location. Your thoughts on the new stadium?
I'm excited about the new stadium. I just think this is what happens in America. As much as we love Kauffman, I'm sure you love it. We all love it. You've been there countless number of times. It is just time for them to get a new stadium. I think that has been an initiative from the new ownership group basically since they bought the team. I remember John Sherman, his first press conference in Surprise, Arizona was, we love Kauffman, but we think we can do more. It has all been sort of building to this point, and a vote in April to see what the people decide. I mean, ultimately, the residents of Kansas City will decide if they want a new stadium or not. You got a chance to vote yes. I think you also have to know what that no vote means. That no vote means that they're probably moving up north or they're probably moving to Kansas. And if that's something you can live with, then vote no. But, as someone who probably lives in Kansas City, Missouri, has probably lived my entire life, I plan on voting yes for the stadium. I'm excited about it.
I'm with you. I was at the first game of Kauffman Stadium, 16-year-old, and I've been to almost every baseball stadium in the country, and there's just something about downtown baseball that really attracts me.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things you've been to all of them. You look at like Coors Field in Denver. If you're telling me that they're about to build something like that in Kansas City, sign me up. Yeah. It's just, you can go right outside and there's restaurants and shops and it's like an area and it's like a vibe. There's an energy around it. It's really exciting. I want Kansas City to have that unique experience that just not many American cities. It's not like there's a pro sports team in every city in the country. So to have that environment, have your basically, downtown metropolitan built around the stadium, I'm really excited about.
Let's talk about Mizzou sports. great football season.
Incredible
What are
football
your thoughts
season.
about Tigers for the 24 season?
I'm so excited. I don't think you can be much more excited for a Missouri football season. I mean, everything could possibly come together where the goal for this team should be in the college football playoff with the expansion, and the goal should be to host a playoff game
Yeah.
next year. You look at this schedule, like it is the perfect intersection of talent and schedule. Like a lot of college football is where you play teams, when you play them. You know, you have on the road against Oklahoma versus home against Oklahoma. You got Auburn at home this year. And, you know, if you're telling me you played schedule, you know, roulette and you roll the wheel, I don't know if you can make a better SEC schedule than the one that Missouri has. So, again, in terms of schedule and talent, is the perfect intersection for this team to really do something special this year.
Last, I need to ask about basketball. It's been a tough year, obviously.
I'm still optimistic, Mark. I'm optimistic. I'm still holding out. For this year, I'm not optimistic.
Right, but he's got a great recruiting class coming in.
Let's just get through this year. Let's keep all of the recruits. Let's see how they do on the transfer portal, and then I'll come back and we can talk about basketball.
All right. C-Dot, thank you.
Absolutely.
Great to have you. He's a great guest. Very entertaining. Hey, next week we will have former Mizzou quarterback Corby Jones. So I think you want to be down the flea market here to hear him. We have a Tiger Club happy hour. February 28th. We'll be at the Chicken and Pickle in Overland Park. And you can register for our golf tournament in just a few weeks by going to kctigerclub.com. For more information, check out our website.